Hey everybody, it's the Hey Poopy podcast. What that booty do? From poop to pleasure to health, hosted by me, Ellen.
And me, Dave. Two curious people removing the stigma from your stinker. And you're probably asking yourself why we do this. It's because we love laughing and learning all about butts and helping them be the best they can be. And on today's episode, we have a banger, the world famous Tigger.
Ooh.
I mean, he's basically the creator of like Boylesque and the Renaissance. I said revival on the show. He did not like that word. The Renaissance.
Can edit that out.
Yeah, I mean, I'll leave it in there. I'll take my lump on that one. The Renaissance of New York City burlesque, neo burlesque, whatever you want to call it. And he was the best.
He was the best. He brought it all from poop to pleasurable stuff that he does with his butthole.
Yeah.
And being just like the sex positive man whore that he's been in his past. And
yeah, he shared a lot. And he also brought over a fifth of some bourbon and we drank it because it was my birthday. So it was a birthday episode. I mean, it doesn't come on my birthday, but we recorded it on my birthday and it was so much fun. I got super drunk that night. But yeah, he was fantastic. And you can hear amazing clips like this.
And it was like, is there like a bathroom? And we're in the car. It's a long drive back to Santiago. And they're like, oh, yeah, there's a place here. So they pulled up to this public place. And I go in, go to the bathroom, shit. Like a whatever, a lot. And pretty number 6-ish.
ooh.
I look around and I'm like, where's the toilet paper? You go to a woman who hands you something, like you buy.
Oh,
I might be remembering this wrong. It's like a chump change, but you like get for your toilet. And I didn't know that. I just made a fucking beeline.
Yeah, of course.
It was
an
urgent,
emergency.
and I was not gonna mess up these
Yeah.
pants. Yeah, so I had to
Sorry.
reach into the wastebasket.
No.
For something that looked kind of clean and try to wipe it clean enough to pull my pants back up and run back out and buy some and then come back and properly clean.
Okay, that's
that
pretty
was
bad.
my worst toilet experience.
What a doozy. I love this episode.
Yeah. He was so much fun. I mean, Tigger is always the best. So we think you'll enjoy it because we enjoyed it.
Yes. And this weekend, we are bringing out a brand new video with our fun friend and new mascot to the show, Terry the Toilet, because we're celebrating World Toilet Day, November 19th.
Yes. A fun-filled international holiday recognized by the UN, by the way. So you're going to want to check that out and you're going to want to meet Terry.
Yes. And go to worldtoiletorganization.org to learn more information. We are huge supporters and celebrate World Toilet Day.
Yes, and thank your toilet because it does a lot of things that none of us would want to ever do.
Or the fact that you even have one, because many people do not.
Exactly.
And do you want to tell us more about maybe people we should be interviewing, products, anything? Please check out heypoopypodcast.com for any information about us, or if you want to send us information.
Yeah, please. We're always open to whatever you think will be great for the show. And speaking of which, on to the shit show.
Yes.
Hey Poopy, how you doing? Hey Poopy, how you doing?
I'm just, trying to find a place with like-minded people to talk about like-minded things about me, about poop and stuff.
Hey Poopy, how you doing? Hey Poopy, how you doing?
Oh man, what's this right here? Is this a podcast about poop?
Yes, it is a podcast about poop.
And much more. What
Yes.
that booty do.
Yes.
Hey, it's the Hey Poopy podcast with
Dave.
and Ellen. This is episode 142, but it'll always be the number 2 to us.
Yes.
And we have a very special guest today. We have Tigger to the show.
Yay!
Yes,
Hi.
Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for doing the show.
It's my pleasure.
Yes. This is going to be great.
And before we go into
Fitting.
who Tigger is, we would like to go into how have you been pooping?
Much better, thank you.
Ooh.
I would say I live most of my life really regular.
Oh.
And I hover right around 4 the whole
Oh,
time.
wow.
Nice.
this last summer into September kind of there was a lot of weird things going on with my body, and I was definitely hanging around more sixes and stuff. There was times where it's like, can I go out? Can I go out?
Oh, wow.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Oh, okay.
For the most part, it was okay, but just when I'd sit down, I was like, really?
Wow.
What's that about? What?
Wow.
But I'm back.
Oh,
I'm
good.
back.
Did you
For
know if
like
it was
all week? It's just been 4, 4, 4, 4.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So
Do you know if it was stress, diet?
There's some weird shit going on.
Oh.
I've reached a wildly entertaining age where things happen, and got an ultrasound for my thyroid, and apparently I'm hyperthyroid, and I'm losing weight.
Oh.
What? There's not that much of me to go away, but I'm shrinking. Like everything's baggier on me. And I went
Really?
to the doctor, and it's like, what? I'm what? I didn't weigh that since like I was 32 or whatever. Anyway, and I'm not.
What do they do for hyperthyroid?
I'll find out.
Oh, okay. So this is like a new thing.
It's new.
Okay, I got you.
Oh, it's
okay,
new.
wow.
New.
Well, I was
Yeah.
wondering
Crazy.
if, like,
Or
they
new
put you on-
diagnosis.
Yes,
Yeah.
the diagnosis.
thing.
Yeah. So you're still waiting to figure out what they're going to, obviously, medication or
Yeah.
whatnot.
Synthroid, I think,
Oh.
seems to be a big thing. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know.
Okay.
Yay! I'm talking about my thyroid.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's all going to be happening to us sooner or later. Right?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, I had parathyroid issues a couple of years ago, which
Really?
made me constipated.
You've talked about that. I have to say, my heart goes out to you. That has never been a problem for me.
Ugh.
Not
Yeah.
ever. Not just can't even imagine it. You know?
yeah, Ellen gets backed up a lot.
No.
Ugh, it's
No.
awful.
So,
I mean, food sooner or later means poop, and give me some coffee, and I guarantee you, I'm on it. Not a problem.
okay. Well, Ellen, how about, actually, let me go first because I'm sure. I mean, at this point now, we just kind of, Ellen goes last. She's like, you're cleanup. You're the cleanup on our baseball team here. I think I shit like 3 times today already.
Ooh, which is your birthday, so happy birthday,
Thank you.
brother.
Hey,
Yes,
happy
it's my
birthday!
birthday shit.
Can we clink?
Oh, yeah, hold on. Let's clink
Wait.
on. Here we go.
On the mic.
Yes,
Yeah.
nice. Yes, it's my birthday, and I had a bunch of birthday shits, and they range from like 5 to like 4.5, maybe, back to 5.
Don't
And
put
then-
a candle in the 5. The 4.
No, yeah. And I was like, I've been counting my calories like crazy, and then today I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna get a burger. And then I was like, I wimped out and got an Impossible Burger, but then I got fries. And then I ate too much, and then I got really full, and then I decided to go for a run, which was kind of a mistake because I was so fucking full. By the
Post,
time,
I would think like burger after run.
Well, I got up this morning early, but then I was like, you know what, fuck it, it's my birthday. I'm gonna lay in bed, and then I just laid in bed with my wife, and we just sat there, and I was like, I probably should go for a run. Then it started raining. I'm like, I'm not going for a run, and then it cleared up. So anyway, I've had 3 shits today. There probably will be another one.
Wow.
Because I'm drinking bourbon. I'm drinking Jim Beam with Tigger here. So there'll definitely be some
Birthday
Woo!
bourbon
Yeah.
turns into birthday blowouts.
Yeah.
Boom, boom.
Bourbon boom boom.
There's gonna be hold on. I think this is a good analogy.
My drinking shit, Snooky.
So I'm gonna have a snooky shit today.
Sloppy.
Yeah, sloppy, very.
You have to tell us about the next day too, because it's just getting sloppier
Yeah,
from
that's
here.
what I'm often reminded. I
Yeah.
think like I was cool, like I had some drinks, but I was fine. And then you smell like really evil smelling poop, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
I guess I drank more than I thought.
Yeah.
It's gonna be bad.
The bile ducts in your liver are working
Yeah,
overtime.
yeah.
Yeah. So Ellen, how about you?
Well, my first part of my check-in is I have to check in about the Blue Poop Challenge because
Oh my god, I completely forgot about that.
Yes. So Tigger, we did this thing a week and a half ago.
Yeah, a little more than we.
Where we ate blue, like dyed blue muffins. And then you do this thing called the Blue Poop Challenge where you time out how your digestive tract works. And I made a bet that I thought Dave would shit out the blue within 12 hours. I think he was more like 14.
16.
16 hours. Yeah. It was like, I mean, if I was a betting woman, I could have made some money there.
Yeah.
As I knew he would be first. And I knew I would be last. And I clocked in, I think, at 44 hours later.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have guessed you last just listening to the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the crazier part was, it wasn't because I was constipated. I shit brown 3 times before the blue came out. So my system is just a slower moving system.
And beets work that way with you too? Because
Well,
I feel like you don't need blue food. Eat beets.
I agree,
boom.
but beets I don't even shit beet anymore.
No?
Yeah.
It's not bloody looking poop where you
No.
just go, beets.
Her body just absorbs it.
It absorbs it. And my blue poop, like I could show you guys a picture. It's not really even that blue. It's kind of like a darkish green teal with a lot of poop brown mixed in.
all those colors are inside
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
That's kind of awesome.
I know.
rainbow.
There was a
Yeah.
moment where I was like eating these blue muffins. Is my skin going to turn blue? Because my body is like.
Okay, first of all, Ellen made the muffins, and they were like hyper blue. Like they were like
Neon.
They were dyeing my fingernails. Like
Wow.
and I guess I have to back up too because I don't know how I forgot about the blue poop challenge.
This is.
Yeah.
They
Okay,
were
those are the muffins.
blue.
I wasn't sure what picture you were going to show me, but I was like, all right,
We
I'm
will
on the
post-
podcast. Here I go.
Yeah.
That's blue.
I only show
That's
shit
wonderful.
pictures with consent.
Thanks. Good
Yeah.
to know.
Shit and nudity with consent.
Oh,
Yeah.
I sometimes the nudity and consent. It's like, well, you came to a show.
Yeah. That's
I
true.
mean,
Well, they consented by buying a ticket.
exactly.
Yes, but I'm
Exactly.
saying I'm not going to just be like, "Hey, you want to see this dick?" I'll be like,
Right.
"Hey,
No,
I'm going to show
totally.
you a
Yes,
picture of
true.
a dick.
Yes,
How do you
I
feel
don't
about
generally
it?"
just
Yeah.
put that out on my phone.
But
Yeah.
poop was also something. But the muffins, I'll show you. But if you want to see my blue poop, do you want to see it?
Sure.
Look at it. Wasn't that
handle it.
blue?
It's like green.
I know.
It looks like that shit. Like you know those fake
Oh,
trees.
it's very blue green.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
it's
is
like
you
a
know,
dark
it really is
teal.
Like you know when you get
turd.
those like fake tree, those fake plants have that green like fake mossy kind of
Yes,
thing. That's what it looks like.
it is. It's
And then
like,
I did a second one, but it had period blood mixed in, so it, like my toilet bowl looked like the American flag.
Or
White
the French
of the
flag.
bowl.
nice.
Do you want to see that one?
I mean, sure, you might as well. I mean, there's a little bit of red there.
That's patriotic.
Yeah,
Just the
So,
tip.
I
Just
guess
the tip.
I have to
And
back
the little
up.
star, glinting star.
Our executive producer Stormy Leather, she came in second because she came in an hour. She logged in an hour after I did.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it was about hers is about like 17 hours, and I completely forgot about all this. But yeah, it was like mine was like a neon blue, almost like when it hit the water, it was definitely like the blue was starting to dissipate off the turd. So it looked like I ate or I shat out those like what do you call it? Oh my
A
god,
Smurf.
a Smurf, a murdered
shat a
Smurf.
Smurf.
or like
Or
porta potty.
or I pooped out like a little like a toilet bowl cleaner cake. It was so blue. It was like neon blue. Crazy.
Do you guys remember the Tidy Bowl Man? Was that still a happening thing?
Yeah.
Because
Tidy Bowl Man.
We grew up with that.
Yeah.
Like the little man talking to always
Definitely.
a housewife because that was life then.
Yes, Tidy Bowl Man was like living in my toilet bowl, in my asshole, and then
Yeah.
I released him.
My partner also, Gerald, who's been on the show, he ate 2 muffins, but he lied to me and told me it was only 1, got really high, and when I went to sleep, he ate a second one. So he had multiple blue shits, but his was, I think, in less time than Dave's. It was like 12 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and he said the entire toilet bowl was blue. And so the reason why you do the blue poop challenge is to also figure out timing of your digestive tract, but also a thing called malabsorption.
Oh yeah.
And it seems like you have not so good malabsorption because when you're pooping so quickly, your small intestines can't absorb the nutrients that you're putting in. So
what
just
nutrients
something,
are in a blue muffin?
not the blue
No,
muffin.
I know.
But that's supposed
But
to be
the
an
fact
indicator.
that that's like
Interesting.
a timing because it means that like when you are eating something healthy, if you're shitting it out within 6 to 16 hours, you're not absorbing all. Where mine is a little bit slower. Yes, it's a little more constipated, but I'm absorbing all the nutrients.
Interesting. Well, we'll have to check back on that because I
Yeah.
did do this little test thing, but that's a little preview.
So
I did a
does
gut
that mean
test
when
thing.
you eat or drink stuff that's bad for you, you're not absorbing as many toxins? Because that would be a nice fringe
Yeah.
That'd be a
benefit.
nice little
maybe.
like happy accident. I
Yeah.
mean, maybe. I don't know.
Silver
My
Or
lining.
body
your
probably.
hangovers.
I don't really get Well, I mean, like I said, I'm not really drinking like liquor so much, so I don't get too hung. I mean, I haven't been hungover in like probably at least a year and a half. But we'll see. We'll see tonight.
Hey, yeah.
Or tomorrow, I should say.
And then, so besides my blue poop today, I actually I was feeling a little under the weather the past couple days. I have had a COVID test. I've had a COVID test
Same.
more in the
A
past.
week ago.
Yeah. Well, I had
PCR,
one
clear.
yesterday, PCR. I had one a week ago, PCR. I had a week before that. So I've been like in the clear. I think more of my Lyme flare-ups that was doing it, because it was a roller coaster of sick where I'd like feel under the weather and then an hour later I'd feel fine. But there was like a couple of days in a row and I was just like, God, this sucks. And so last night I had a kind of big meal and I was just like, I still feel really sluggish. So I popped a Swiss Chris because I was like, I'm gonna get this out of me. I'm gonna malabsorption, like
malabsorb it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna not absorb this meal that I ate. I want to shit it out. So I woke up this morning, had coffee, had a Bristol 4, and then like a couple hours later it was like a Bristol 6 because the Swiss Chris like cleaned me out.
Okay.
What's Swiss Chris?
It's a laxative.
Okay.
But it's supposed
Jason
to be
It
more.
Weicker.
sounds like a street name for a drug.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Jason Weicker told us about it. It's like a
DNC,
natural,
Swiss
like
Chris.
it's like a really natural, like easy on your stomach, like
It's
laxative.
Okay.
it's the best laxative
Okay.
I've ever taken, where it does not fuck my shit up, but it gets things moving. And it's got like, it's not completely herbal, but it's got herbal stuff in it. You know, there is some like,
Yeah.
but also it was Louis Armstrong's favorite thing, and he took pictures and would send like his fans.
Yeah, he
Swiss
loved it.
Chris, but he took pictures of himself on the toilet with it because he said that it helped him lose all this weight.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's a famously endorsed.
I wonder if that coincides because I heard he also like had microphones in rooms throughout his house. He likes
Really?
to like
Oh.
listen.
Oh,
He's a big pothead too.
Yeah.
Like he smoked a lot of pot, a lot of weed. So.
And had that incredible breath.
Yeah,
I
crazy.
mean,
I know.
wow. I would never
defi-
say don't have weed
Yeah.
like for any other reason, but
Yeah.
just like you need crazy breath control. But
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah,
obviously
I mean, he was like
he can do it.
another level, next level
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
All right.
so that's my check-in.
Nice, epic as always.
Yes, look at the socials. I'll finally edit together the video of us eating the blue muffins,
Yes.
and then we will find a way to post the pictures of our do, because Dave took a picture too. But we will do it in a way that's not so public. Maybe it's like email us and we'll send you a picture.
Yeah. Or we could do the thing like, are you sure you want to look at this? Scroll to the next one. Are you absolutely sure you want to look at this? Last one, like we told you, and then
Last
and then
chance.
Bam, yeah, exactly. I figured 3 or 4 scrolls, and then we should have enough. People should have enough. To,
We
like,
should also say like do a side by side, like a split screen of your poo next
Yeah.
to my poo, and people have to guess
Yeah.
who's from listening to
Well,
the
if they
show.
listen to the show, they're gonna. Well, not necessarily. Yeah, that's true.
No,
Can you
yeah.
zoom in
Yes.
close enough so they don't even have to like think about the larger reality and
Yeah.
they're literally the screen is just if
The
you're just
blue?
looking at that, yeah,
Yeah.
then it's like what?
Yeah,
What?
for
Totally.
sure. Awesome. Well,
Dave's like, oh my god.
yeah, I mean, whatever. I mean, at this point.
And then scroll another 3 if you
Yeah,
want to pan
if
out.
you really want,
But
like,
if you
yeah.
really want to pan
Yeah.
out, then you know you are just in this because you're a sick fuck.
completely. Oh my god.
We did this for science, not for
Right,
sickness.
right.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
It was a fun challenge, though. It was,
And those don't overlap at all.
no, it was a fun challenge. Well, now that we've checked in, we've
Yes.
talked about the blue poop challenge. We've talked about how we're doing. Now we need to know all about Tigger.
Yeah. What do you do besides your poo?
I actually do a couple other things besides pooping. I'm a performer, basically.
Yay.
Theater all my life and stripping for like 30 years.
Wow.
Man was in on that ground floor of folks I just was doing theater, and after shows I would see like drag shows and friends that were doing circus and all this like awesome stuff that was so exciting to me. And I just thought they were separate. We would spend months building our experimental progressive plays and all this stuff like that. But I also was getting frustrated because only a certain kind of people go to those plays. So who
Yeah.
the fuck are you changing?
Yeah.
And I started wanting to I just got into the idea of like guerrilla theater. And then circus folks asked me to like come perform in their show. And it's like, well, you just ate fire. No one wants to hear my Chekhov monologue. I'll get naked. I've got naked. Anyway, so it kind of happened. And Penny Arcade, my drag mom, had a lot to do with it.
Oh,
She
okay.
saw me in shows and she's like, look, I know you're a trained actor, but I need you to act like a stripper. Are you in? And my business plan is say yes to genius. So pretty much anytime Penny or Julie Atlas Muse or Taylor Mack or anybody's like, you wanna? Yes.
Oh, that's a good way to think
Maybe
about it.
tell me later what I'm doing, but yes. So anyway, and that just turned into this whole crazy thing. So this lark, kind of out of curiosity and frustration and just like wanting to just hit people with, especially then, because no one was going to a burlesque show. They were just going to a fucking bar.
Yeah.
Like a show at all.
Yeah,
was
yeah.
like, what's going on? Whoa, why is he getting naked? What? Ah!
Yeah.
You know, all that. It was really fun.
And you're considered the godfather of neo burlesque, right?
Boylesque.
Boylesque,
Because,
yeah.
You're at the
burlesque,
forefront of
because
that whole thing.
I'm in a woman's world and a woman's art form, and I super fucking respect that. That was part of my own personal, feminist activism just for me. I wanted to be a man doing a woman's job, and I wanted all of those fuckers, some of them very lovely, fuckers can be a good thing, in the audience to deal with that, because that's never the expectation, especially back then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
you were
back
definitely-
then,
you
I
were at
was the only guy.
You were at the forefront of all that, and that whole revival
this
of
generation
like,
of
yeah.
it. I don't like that revival word.
Oh, not sorry, not
Renaissance.
revival.
No, but people
Renaissance.
say that a lot.
Renaissance.
And I'm not reviving shit.
Right.
Rebirth, maybe, but it is reborn.
Renaissance.
It is new.
I like Renaissance. Sorry,
Yeah.
Renaissance. That's a better
I like that.
choice of word.
And you were the first person to win at Beehoff as a male, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. That's exciting.
Yeah, that's really cool.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was fun.
So
It was fun.
exciting.
And I mean, I wanted to go regardless, but I was like,
Yeah.
and there's a category for me. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that.
I love going to Beehoff and watching you crouch near the front of the stage when they announce the winner of the King of Burlesque, and then you go up there and do the whole. It's amazing. Do the whole kiss. It's wonderful. I love it.
That totally, like many things in my life, just sort of happened.
Yeah.
Because when they first had the category, back then, take your mind way back when, and one of the first the first other Boylesque stripper I met, as opposed to all the guys in burlesque who are like in the band or telling jokes about the hot chicks or all the shit men have done for 200 years. Another Boylesque stripper was Rocky Roulette out of San Francisco. And so as soon as they announced the category, people were like, ooh, East Coast, West Coast showdown, Tigger and Rocky, whoa. And
was it only the two of you competing?
There were 6 guys
Oh, I was
competing.
about to
And they're
say.
all like great folks and whatever. But that was just before people knew who was in, that was the buzz.
Right.
And he's great, and we're buddies, and like no problem. And it was like, man, whatever. Like, I don't know if it's someone else. Well, good for them. But if it's one of us, I'm including. Yeah, I'm including you. Whatever. It's
Yeah.
So he had already. They gave out the superlatives, and he'd won best costume. And when I won, I gave a very brief speech, and no one was giving speeches, but I was like, fuck this. This is my goddamn burlesque Oscar. It was just something real quick about, like, I don't know, the woman in me thanks and celebrates the faggot in all of you. Love my life, and I love my stripper family. Something like that. Whatever. Short. But then I turned, and there was Rocky. And I was like, oh, right, include you. So I just jumped on him and made out with him, which is something I've been known to do.
Yeah. I've seen it a bunch of times.
And he's straight, but he's from San Francisco, so that's nothing.
Yeah.
And then it just sort of became a thing. Like the next year, I just sort of thought, well, yeah.
It's tradition.
Yeah. One, like, get over it.
Yeah.
Kind of. Like, let's keep a sense of humor. Let's keep it a little rude and raunchy, queer. And, so on the down low for several years, I have been checking in first because we did not used to do that. And I have been given like Golden Pasty Awards for being a kissing bandit. And I'm sorry. It was usually an instinct thing. I would dive in for someone who seems like, yup, you're ready. But, now we do more full on formal
That's great though.
consent.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's still important. So I privately check with them.
Gotcha.
What's your comfort level? What are you good with? Here's this tradition.
Yeah.
But I do like it to still happen.
Of course.
I just want a faggoty ass stripper moment to happen, and like, let's get over this. This isn't a Nobel Prize.
Yeah.
You're a stripper. I'm gonna stick my tongue in your mouth.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yes.
I know it's not like you're not going to like a convention for like dental worker. Like it's not a stuffy.
But just in case, let me check your molars with
yeah,
my
exactly.
tongue.
Yeah. Nice. Well, I mean, Tigger came with notes.
Yes.
So
let's get into
I
the
mean, I just
poo.
want to get right into it because I just saw that phone and there was a lot of stuff.
Well, just when you asked me to do this, that was like a month ago,
yeah.
and I am a terrible Luddite. And I'm very sorry to say I had not heard your podcast before.
That's
and I feel
okay.
really bad. So, but we have a lot of friends with a lot of podcasts, and I'm very tentative about these newfangled things like podcasts that are how old now? But whatever. So I got in, and I was listening to a bunch of it, and I was like, oh, what? And you sent these questions, and I was listening, and I'm like, I remembered that story, and then I would go back, I remember about that, and I thought, it's not for another 4 weeks. I'm going to forget all this. So that's why.
We love notes. You get extra points for
Yes,
notes. So this is fantastic.
Thanks.
Yes.
Yes.
We like it when people do their homework.
And I loved getting into this. This is beautifully ridiculous. Speaking of spirit of burlesque.
Yes, it
like,
is.
Get Over Yourself podcast.
I mean,
Let's talk poop.
No, we're here
There's
to
been a-
celebrate it.
Yeah.
We've had-
Yes.
Our buttholes do amazing things.
Exactly.
Why not
Yeah.
celebrate it?
Yeah.
there's almost 150 of these episodes, so there's a lot to cover. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
let's just get into it.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you want us to ask you questions? You want to go right into your notes?
No, go, because I think I wrote these responding to your
Oh, okay.
questions, but I mean, we'll just
Let's do
talk.
that then.
We'll just talk and
Yeah.
see what happens.
Well, I could start off with, what kind of toilet paper do you use? And do you put it on the roll over or under? The great debate.
Over.
Oh.
Not under. Definitely over. However, not a big deal. Like, if you're in under, and if I
Yeah.
was to shit here, but first of all, thanks, but I'm not planning to, but if I did,
You're more than welcome
and I
to.
didn't know in advance, I would go, oh, and that's it.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. Okay. Oh, that's funny. I don't do it like that.
I mean, the roll today I looked at in the bathroom was over, and I didn't realize it was even over.
Whoa.
But I was like, I'm not gonna change it at this point.
Yeah, right. Exactly. It's like,
But-
I don't do it like that. Whatever.
But yes.
And then like we try to get, I mean, unless we just need to get some and we're just going to get them at the local grocery and they don't have it. We try to get something that's like, affordable but recycled kind of,
Yeah.
not utter death to the planet. No perfumed,
Yeah.
not quilted.
Yeah, I don't get
'Cause
that either.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, a part of me would love.
You don't want a blanket in your ass.
Yeah, and I don't want to like wipe my shit on a blanket
Or a
I don't
quilt.
know. Yeah,
Oh, your
Yeah,
grandmother's
Also,
quilt.
that stuff gives you teepee crumbles.
and
Who
that's
wants a dusty
disgusting.
crack?
And as someone who's been getting naked on stage for 30 years, and one of my signature
Yes.
moves like shows everybody my asshole. For years, I have in my mind I've called it. I need my butthole to be not just clean, but
Yeah.
go clean.
Yes.
And like little toilet paper lint.
No.
No. That's a turn off.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
That's a mood killer right there.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's like back in the days of Robin Bird's public access.
Oh my
show. Did you
God,
watch
yeah.
that? Like when you'd see razor bumps on an ass,
Oh.
and I would just think hair is so much cuter than razor bumps. Like
Yeah.
whatever you want is fine, but like not the bumps.
Yeah, thank God they didn't have high def back then. You'd be like,
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought about that when they would talk about filming shows we do with high def, and it's like seriously,
Yeah, you're like,
I don't
guys.
need that. It was hard enough for me
Yeah.
when they got rid of smoking, which I'm not a smoker. But the first time we performed, like maybe 1998, we brought Blue Angel to Sleaze Week up at a college upstate. And we were in like a lecture hall. And I was like, what? Wait, no one's drunk? And no one's smoking? I am getting naked without a veil? What the fuck is going on?
So when you wipe your butt, do you sit or stand?
Absolutely sit.
Okay.
Maybe sometimes there's situations where I might raise my ass up off the seat a little bit, but I
Hover.
maintain a squatting position.
Yes.
I don't hover to shit because that's just, it's got to be, the old CBGB's toilet, I hovered.
Yeah.
Because, good God, did you go in there?
I have. Well, I took a shit in the ladies' room. I couldn't do it in the men's. I was like, I can't do this. First of all, there's no door on the men's room. It was just like a pit and like those two steps.
A lot of legends are built up and ridiculous, but the legend of how
Oh.
disgusting that toilet was
No, there's
is
a photo of
accurate.
it.
It's-
accurate.
There's that
They
meme that goes.
recreated it.
There's that
for
whole
some
meme.
exhibition
Oh,
and
really?
Yeah, they
installation.
did. There's a meme that says like, if you've gone to the bathroom here, then you're fine from COVID.
Yeah.
Which is true. It is. I mean, it's just like
Except it's not true. But
Yeah.
but I
Vaccines
spirit
are
is
better.
true, but science
mentally,
no.
yeah,
Yes.
mentally is
Yes.
it's true. But yes,
Yeah.
Vaccines are
So-
better, but COVID is kind of CBGB bathroom and COVID kind of go hand in hand with each
but
other.
you got to keep like a squatting thing again back to like keeping my butt go clean.
Exactly.
Like it's not. I want to be sure. I want that wipe to
feel like
come clean.
there needs to be
okay, now I'm done.
There needs to be a product that's called Go Clean.
Yeah, it's like that shit that they use in garages. It's called it's this orange stuff. It's like it just takes off.
Yeah, the mechanics
Yeah,
use
they need
that like
that for
takes
your asshole.
grease off your.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Go grease with something.
but milder. Like that's kind of isn't
don't
that
mind
kind of
grit.
abrasive?
Yeah, it's got a little grit in there. But I'm
yeah.
like, think of it as exfoliation,
No.
like lava for your asshole.
Yeah, no. I take dick in my ass. I do not take grit in my ass. And no lava in my ass.
Those lava bars. I mean, they do.
Yeah,
they
they do the job.
They get the grit out.
Yeah.
The dirt.
Tigger, what's your first memory of poops and farts as a child?
Well, as a matter of fact, my mother referred to shit as Like
She's kind of correct on that one.
Yeah, but I mean, apparently like even saying poop or duty was just too nasty for her. So that just seems like a great way to build a complex. Like, like negate that this even happened. But really, I remember my mother saying, "Did you and friends, in the neighborhood, like we're little, that young that you're talking like that. And they were like, what the hell did you say? Well, they didn't say hell, but what did you say? What? Where are you from?
That's definitely that would be weird to say as an adult for sure.
Where are you from? To
Chicago.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if it was like some very small.
I mean, my family's all Midwest. Mom's from Indiana. My dad and all my siblings were born in Ohio. And then he transferred to Chicago. And years later, along came the happy accident.
Oh.
No.
Yeah.
We have an
as opposed to An important distinction. One vowel makes all the difference.
Oh, yeah.
There's me and my poop.
You just reminded me of part of my check-in I've totally spaced on.
Which?
My biological mother told me that I shit in the womb while I was being birthed.
Well, while being birthed.
Yes.
I mean,
That makes
babies
sense.
must be shitting all the time.
No, they don't. It's actually
don't?
really bad. We've had other guests on.
Yeah.
Babies do not poo-poo in the womb. And
It's super dangerous.
It's very dangerous. And the minute the poo-poo happens
makes
in the
sense.
uterus,
Okay.
you have pretty much an hour to get the baby and the poo-poo out because the mother and baby can both die from it.
Septic.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So I was born in shit.
That makes sense.
Wow. And a high risk entrance. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, and I was a cesarean. So
Whoa.
yeah.
That's,
But yeah.
Just add another level.
But yeah, I was I told Dave, I was like, my biological mother just told me that recently. And I was like,
you did. You teased it up.
yeah.
You didn't tell me what it was.
Wow.
I was
But
like,
that-
I have a new thing. And I was
So
like,
this is your destiny.
yes.
It is.
I was literally born to talk about shit.
Fair.
What's your best cure for diarrhea or constipation?
As I've said, constipation has not been a problem for me
So
ever in my
jealous.
life. And diarrhea isn't usually, like I said, it was a weird couple months there, end of summer. So I just would keep little Pepto-Bismol tablets with me. Just ooh, that wasn't right. Just in case.
Yeah.
I hadn't had any
gotta be prepared.
disaster emergencies, but just in case, let me just pop it.
You got to be prepared.
Yeah.
Prophylactic Pepto.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Or whatever the generic, those little pink
Yeah, yeah.
tablets.
I get the Target brand Pepto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah. I love Pepto.
Yeah.
Oof. I know. Every time I think about that, I loathe Pepto. And I was like, I like the taste of it. I'm like, oh my
do.
God.
I like the
you really
chewable.
Love it. Chewable
Oh.
is better. I remember doing it as a kid. There was a
The
certain-
chalky liquid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something maybe kind of weirdly comforting.
Yes.
There's something comforting, but that's not the same as delicious.
No.
It's not good, but there's a comforting, I'm a little kid, my mom's taking care of me, that's nice, but,
No, I like chalky.
She also gave me
tasting
7-Up and soda
yeah.
crackers, and I would rather have that than
Yeah.
Pepto-Bismol.
I just like candy cigarettes or Nico wafers, that like
Oh my
chalky
God.
candy.
Yeah, yeah.
I love
So you're
that
into that
stuff.
chalky thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
I
got
just
its
like
place.
weird shit.
Sorry, that actually was an accident. My thumb hit the-
Liar.
That was your reflex.
well, no, because I was trying to get the one before.
Reacting.
I was trying to get the one above it, and I just clicked the wrong one. No, I was gonna play this.
Freudian tech.
That's what I was gonna play. But I hit wrong buzzer.
You said the same thing in a different way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And what products do you use to help you with pooping? Anything from
I have a
sprays
guilty
to whatever.
confession.
Ooh.
Well, we have poopery. The problem with poopery, which is awesome, is before. And it's like, I'm not always thinking about it before.
Yeah.
If I'm going to
agree.
shit,
Yep.
that's what's on my mind. Then it's like, oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
You know? So it's there on our little, little shelf bric-a-brac there right by the toilet, but I don't think of that. I also, the guilty confession, last Christmas I bought for us the Tushy.
The bidet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
All
got one
right.
for us and I was really psyched for it. And Scott's like, oh, okay, whatever. And it's like, come on, it's awesome.
Oh my God,
And
it's a lifesaver.
haven't
Yeah.
installed it.
No way.
You know, there's things in your life you really mean
Yeah.
to do and you
I get it.
don't. And when you move into a house, there's like 100 more.
Yeah.
So like now we're having roofers come over because all the rain and we're like just concerned. And it's not disaster yet, but we're trying to
Yeah.
beat that.
Trying
And
to
there was a
mitigate
little
those-
flooding from Ida. And it's like, even though we're on a hill in the heights. So we just haven't. I don't have much
I
of
mean,
an excuse.
I
just haven't.
Thanksgiving's coming up. You're gonna have some
That's
time
important.
off.
And Thanksgiving is my husband's birthday.
Oh, there you go.
So I mean, extra,
That's his birthday
indulgence.
present. See,
Incentive.
yeah, that could be his
Clean
birthday
butthole.
present. Yeah, I
Come
like that.
on. And we both have a vested interest in clean buttholes.
I mean, yeah,
You know.
go clean.
Go clean.
Yeah.
Especially,
You want that asshole minty fresh.
my tongue is going there.
Yeah.
I want that
you want it,
clean.
You want it like just like a clean slate.
Yeah.
I agree.
And he is like hardcore with that. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
none of us.
He's fastidious about
no
it.
one wants,
Oh, of course.
shit to have.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
we have had some guests.
Yes, sorry, and clients of
Yes,
some guests.
yes.
Importantly,
We
I
don't
mean,
yuck anybody's yum on this show.
No,
Yeah.
definitely
But
not.
I try
For
not
the
to.
ones who
for many of us, and I should definitely say not all, but for many of us, you're not looking forward to it.
Yes.
You're hoping it's not going to happen.
Yes.
But, if you have a lot of anal sex, sooner
mean,
or
the
later,
odds are
now
it's
and
gonna-
then, you be
It's-
careful, but sometimes some shit happens.
literally.
And you've got to be
Jinx.
cool with it.
I mean,
Like-
yeah. I mean, like you can't be like a square about it.
If
Yeah.
you poke the bear in the cave, you will
also-
wake it up.
Also, if you're
But
doing,
not always, though.
Yeah.
Thank
if
God.
you're doing, if you're doing ass stuff, you can't just be like, you can't be shocked because you're gonna get some like a little
Mud on the helmet?
Yeah,
Right.
you can't be like,
But I mean, we
oh
do
my God, what is
Chanel.
that?
It's not just like whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Although my husband is uncanny. He knows. Well, I found out he checks he just checks out whenever he's in the shower. He just kind of checks it out.
Yeah,
It's
I
like,
mean,
it never occurred to me. I mean, I touch myself a lot, but I just don't, as a point of
Yeah,
course,
yeah.
in the shower, check out my butthole just in case, or I don't know.
yeah, I
Oh
mean,
my God, you're gonna love the bidet once you get it installed.
I know them and love
Yeah.
them.
It's the
I
best.
mean, I've toured,
Yeah.
and I don't know why they aren't everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's-
it's right. It's probably up there above America's fucked up issues with circumcision.
Yes.
Like, why the hell don't we have bidets?
there's a
what-
whole there is a whole kind of reason like behind it, but I mean, actually, listen to this show, you can find out about it. But I just think like, yeah, the American culture is just like we're like
It's puritanical
Yeah,
and
it's just
a lot of
bullshit.
it.
Founded by Puritans,
Yeah.
and we've been dealing with it ever since.
Yeah.
it's silly because it really just it'll change your life. It really does. Like you just when I don't have a bidet, if I'm traveling somewhere and I don't bring my
Yeah.
travel bidet, it is like it just sucks. dry
I'm
wiping.
excited to like go to like certain places where like, when I travel, like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get a room there. They have this great bidet. Like,
Oh, it's-
it's actually like, yay.
It is-
Or
it-
just, I'm in Turkey, so everybody's got a bidet. Yay.
Yeah.
It's amazing, and you really miss it when you don't have it. You're kind of like, what the fuck? Because you don't feel. I don't feel confident.
It's not even the confidence. Sometimes, like, I feel like there's a little stuck up in there in that 1 inch, and you squirt just enough to it's almost like a water pick to your asshole.
Well, yeah, it's like when you think you're done and you wipe and you go, wait, there's a little more. Okay,
like,
let's start over. Yeah.
You're taking like a walk in New York City sometimes in the morning. You see like the doorman just washing up the sidewalk. That's I feel like it's just like that little extra, like it's a nice
little extra effort.
Yeah,
I think that's beautiful. That's important. That's lovely. That's a nice way to say I care about you.
Exactly. You don't got shit in your ass.
Yeah.
Unless you want it there. But
I definitely do not. But hey, if you do, that's cool.
Not my thing.
That's your thing.
It certainly has happened.
It definitely has happened.
I mean, we used to. Are you familiar with the expression about like some girls can't hold their mud?
No,
I've never heard that, but that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
That's a good song title.
Well, I mean, especially in the days before hookup apps. There was like mostly the sex we had was spontaneous. You're just walking on the street and there's momentary eye contact with someone who's kind of cute. By the time they look over their shoulder at you, you're having sex. There's no question. Now it's just logistics.
Yeah.
Like, do you have a boyfriend? Do you live nearby? What, can we go to your place? Whatever. Then it's all just about that stuff. So you're not always douched.
Yeah.
Like you can't, there's just no way to prepare for that. So you just kind of trust.
You got to go with the flow, man.
Yeah, I mean, fortunately back then we were always using condoms. So
Yeah.
that helps a little. Like if there's a little, if you fuck someone and like, then when you're done, like you pull out and you see some shit on it, you just get rid of it. Ideally without even telling them. Why rub their face in it, so to speak?
You don't.
It's on a condom.
Yeah.
You're not like, look what you did.
Yeah.
Look what I did.
Like, it's really, like, you just don't get into it. But sometimes it's, like, hard to ignore.
Yeah.
There used to be this bar, Tunnel Bar, on 7th Street and 1st Avenue. It's Safety Hardware now. But I used to call it the sure thing because it was. It definitely was. I like hooked up there so much. The boyfriend who nicknamed me Tigger picked me up at the Tunnel Bar.
Oh, wow.
Wait, can we back up? Why is your name Tigger?
I didn't ask.
Oh.
We dated for like about 7 months in 1991. And Royston, Royce got just sometimes he's like, you know what you are? You're Tigger. And it was just sort of between us. And then I went on and was doing my life. And I was touring with Penny, doing Bitch Dag Fag Hag Horror and stripping around the world. And that worked for her show to be James Ferguson. Like they'd see me for like 45 minutes. And I was the leather guy then. And I was pole dancing and, doing my flying splits, ass attack, and whatever, all this stuff like that. And then for her to say, this is James Ferguson, and, he writes poetry. And it's great to undercut.
Yeah.
But my first night go-go dancing at Pyramid, the drag queen hostess, Gloria Hull, came up to me and she's like, "What's your name, honey? I'm going to introduce you after the song." And I was like, come back to me. I was just doing it. I was just living and I hadn't thought about it. But Pyramid back then was the place. That was hallowed ground.
Yeah.
Like people blew my mind there. The most RuPaul has ever made me laugh was one show she did there where she just came up like in her bald cap and tuck and pantyhose, and that was about it. And she's like, "Motherfuckers, you don't want to wait for me to get the rest of this shit on." It's one of those nights she just did the show like that, and I was like, "Yay!"
That's awesome.
But like all the things, the Black Lips performance cult and Floyd, it just changed me as a person.
Yes.
Shit that happened there. So I'd performed there before, but not Go-Go Boy. And Pyramid is one of the few kind of places that would want a person like me to go the way I would want to do it, and whatever. And I was just like, I don't know what to call myself. And I was like, nickname. What do other people call me? Because I don't look at me. That's how I can do what I do. I don't have to look at it. I just do it. Current boyfriend called me Hooker, and I was like, well, that's redundant. And I was like, the one before that called me Pan, and I was like, no,
Pan?
I can't. Yeah, like the god.
Yeah.
And I was
yeah.
like, I can't call myself a god.
Yeah.
Like not even a freaky goat god. That's just gross. I just can't be a guy who's stripping like I'm a god.
Like a cooking utensil.
There was
A pan.
frying pan. No, just no. No particular reason. Just nope. That's not me. So I just was like trying to think. Well, and then I remembered Roy had called me Tigger, and I was like, oh, I'll try that. And it just stuck.
Oh my God. Could
like
you?
forever.
And did he get it from Winnie the Pooh?
I mean, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
assuming,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. I mean, he wasn't
clearly.
mispronouncing Tiger.
I mean,
he definitely was
he
referring
had
to the
to.
character.
Yeah.
Was he thinking of the stories, of the cartoons?
Yeah.
Because of my red hair, because I was like lively or bouncy.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. I'm thinking all of
Oh my
it.
God, could you imagine if
But
you were
I didn't
Pam?
ask.
If you were just like Pan, that'd be so weird.
It would be really
Coming to the
weird.
stage, Pan.
Yeah. I mean, I can picture that guy, and he's not me.
Yeah.
Like, I knew it had to have a sense of humor.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking hilarious that
Agreed.
I'm doing this. So if the name doesn't have a sense of humor, I'm out.
I agree with you 100%.
So that's all. So anyway, I can't remember how I stumbled onto that. But
I don't even remember.
you were asking him.
oh,
Like,
Roy picking me up at Tunnel Bar.
Yes.
Oh, it was Tunnel Bar. So there was this guy who was really cute, and I was there with my friend, and he could tell, like, we had a code. If one of us like went to the bathroom or was like went to get a drink or was talking to someone else. I mean, it was a little bar, but you don't stay, joined at the hip. You're both there for a clear reason at the sure thing. So, we had a code, and it was like, we would, I can't believe, we would mention Roscoe if it was rescue me. This guy's talking to me, and I would liken out. And it was Skip. I would just thought it was so. They had to be absurd names that we weren't likely to meet
Right,
someone.
right.
But I thought it was so fucking obvious. They must see through our code. But I mean, if they did, no one called us
Roscoe.
on it. So you say Skip if it's like skip it. I'm doing good. I'm fine. So my friend Steven came back, and I mentioned he like asked, oh, have you talked to Roscoe? And I was like, no, actually, he's with Skip. And he's like, okay, can I have a moment? And I was like, what? And he pulled me over and he's like, I don't think you want to go home with him. And I'm like, what? He's really sweet. He's cute. And he's like, okay. I mean, it's not a big deal. I did. And I wouldn't do it again. That's all. Okay. And I was like, okay. So I did. And I fucked him. And it was
a mess.
a mud bath.
Ooh.
And I don't know if that's what happened with I did not go back and say, so Steven, was there just shit everywhere? And I'm like, maybe it was one of those moments,
This guy's not clean.
But I mean, that isn't necessarily who he is, but damn right I never hooked up with Messy Michael again.
Woo!
Like, it was just over. And then years later.
Holy Jesus.
Yeah. And then years later, that happened to me.
Oh shit.
And again, it was like I was riding the L train, and at that time I was good, man. I was going. I was with my ex Josh, and we were open. Man, we took them all like together, separately. However, go. We were like racking them up, and it was fun. And I was like on the L train, and between the 3rd Avenue and 1st Avenue stop, which was my stop, like this guy made eye contact with me, and I was like, whatever, without words. We picked up from, halfway down the car. I'm getting off here. Come with me. He came with me, came home. And, this was before cell phones. I like called the bar where my boyfriend worked and said, I've got a fan-fucking-tastic surprise for you. Come home quick. And, he was wrapping up his shift and everything like that. And we were just having sex, and it was great. And Tony, so sexy. I mean, I've had sex with hundreds of men. Well, as men do with men.
Jesus Christ. Sometimes I wish I was gay because that just sounds like a party.
It's
like, I mean, it really is. It's like, there's this like,
It is.
it just like would make things much easier.
Yeah, I mean, there's other things that can be hard sometimes.
Well, completely,
sometimes
but-
long-term relationships are harder because you've got 100 million options. Even before apps, you're just walking to the mailbox and eye contact. Oh well.
Not once as a heterosexual man have I ever looked at a woman on a train, given eye contact, and then we're fucking like 20 minutes later.
Yeah.
That has never happened.
It is not the
ever.
only time.
So
but
it's like-
unfortunately, super sexy Tony. I mean, it wasn't a
Tony,
mud
come
bath,
on.
but it was clear. It was something we had to clean
Right.
up. And I was like, oh, we're never having sex again. I never got to fuck him. I could have done that. I'm like, whatever, versatile, yay.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it
yeah.
just, like, I didn't know. You just had to go with your gut feeling. And I felt okay for it. And once you bring them there, and especially that apartment then, we were one of those like little places on East 12th Street, and it had like the bathtub was in the kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
There was
yeah,
no privacy. There was no door on the WC that was just off the bed.
Yeah.
In that the bedroom was the size
like,
of
"Nothing to
the
see
bed
here."
and a dresser. So it's like, it's not like, oh, hang on, let me douche and wait 20
Right.
minutes
Yeah.
while look at you are here getting naked. No, let's do everything now. Anyway,
I mean,
so
yeah, more power to you.
that happens.
Look, I'm sure you're gonna have accidents. Things happen.
Those are the
You
only
know?
two that come to mind.
That's a pretty good record.
Yeah.
I mean, for like what?
Yeah.
You know, that's like not bad.
But
That's an
it's
awesome average.
definitely, it's a bummer. Because you just know.
Yeah.
Either way, it's like, that's your first time? No.
I
Because sometimes if you're with someone for a long time, there's something that's like, come
Yeah.
on. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even remember that.
feel like, but all sex is messy like that. And when
Sure.
you're with somebody for longer periods of time, I mean, like, I just think of pussy farting.
Sure.
You
Well,
know?
come on. But if you're gonna fuck somebody, you better be good with a queef. Like
Yes, but
you made that happen.
I
You were
agree
pumping
with
air
you.
into them.
I
Yeah.
100% agree with you, but I'm in my 40s now. I've been in a committed relationship for over 10 years. So if a queef happens, like, we don't even think about it.
right.
But when my 20s and teens, when they happened, the guy would look at me like I literally just shit on him. And I was like, you just did that to me.
Yeah. And that guy should know what it's like to pull out
Yeah.
and actually have shit all over
Yes.
his dick. Because
I mean-
But I'm
nothing
just
like
saying,
that.
like,
But same with,
it's-
and for us, farting, for fuck's sake.
Yes.
Come on.
Because you're pushing
I
urine.
fucked you, you fucked me. Yeah. That happens.
Yeah, I mean, all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Although I don't know if I've ever farted having sex.
Oh my God.
I've definitely like.
What's really bad is farting during 69.
Ah, yes.
Well, yeah,
That's-
that would be.
that's bad.
You're
That's
like time out,
unfortunate.
time out. Yeah,
And that's what it is. And that's the other
That's
good thing
unfortunate.
about a long-term relationship.
very
You can be like,
unfortunate.
whoa, time out.
Yes.
And it's cool.
Yes.
Like, whatever. Okay.
You're like, hey, let's take a quick.
Let's take care of it. Let's,
Yeah.
let's
take
take a
5.
moment, have
Yeah.
some mint tea, and just
reset.
jerk off for a little while, gently, edging,
Yes.
and then we'll go back.
Yes. I mean, I think I've talked about this before, that like my partner and I were having sex maybe like a year ago, and we were in a position where all of a sudden I didn't even feel like I had to fart, but a fart came out.
Sure.
And instead of being like, whoops, sorry, I could not stop laughing, which then pushed out way more farts. And he was so mad, but also so like, I want to finish the job.
Oh, yeah.
And
you
he-
get to a place where it's like, there's a point where it's like, if shit's on my dick, like, and I'm that close,
Yeah.
it's like, whatever. Let's keep going.
Yeah, we gotta
Like,
yeah.
I need to come.
But then he started laughing, but he was mad at himself for laughing. And I was like, this is sex. It's messy. It's not, it's bodily fluids.
Yeah,
What do you
it's nothing
expect?
it's nothing personal, nothing to be
Yes.
mad at.
Yes.
Oops.
Oops.
That's all. Yeah.
Oopsie
Oh my
poopsie.
God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Holy shit.
Okay. Our favorite question of the hour, Tigger.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Hit me.
You have Bristol 7 coming out fast and furious, and there's no toilet in sight. Do you go in your pants or you're somewhere on the floor? Pants versus floor.
Yeah. See, my question is, which pants and what floor? Some of my
It's
pants
very circumstantial.
are really cute
Yeah.
and dear to me.
Yes.
And like, I mean, once that happens, like, I could try shout and everything, but honestly, probably they're trash.
Yes.
Probably that's the end of them.
Yeah.
And like,
Yeah, end of days.
yeah. And obviously some floors, I mean, you know, is it like somebody's, you know, I'm staying somewhere and it's their oriental, you know, their Persian rug or something or
That's,
other?
like, super
No, but like, am I in my kitchen on the tile floor? Which has happened to me.
Yes.
Last month.
Whoa.
Last month.
While listening
Reach it.
to
This is-
this podcast. I swear to God, my chance.
Okay,
that was
this
part
is-
of it with
this is
podcasts.
fantastic.
My chance, best
This
chance
is-
to really do a podcast is like when I'm cleaning up, because I think my husband is like a fucking awesome everything, but among them cook. He cooks like all the dinners because I do bachelor bullshit, and I'm fine on my own. But I'm not going to give that. He's worked as a cook. He's good.
Right.
So he cooks. And I'll clean. So like I can just do whatever and he can go wherever he wants and I'll put on my podcast and I'll listen while I'm doing dishes. And I was doing that one night and listening and I think I was laughing at something and I sharted. And I was naked because I'm at home and that's, yeah. You know, home is naked.
Kiss.
I mean, if you're not cold.
Yeah.
Why would I have pants on? What?
Yeah.
You know,
What are pants?
Company's at the door. Let me find my pants. Otherwise, why? So, yeah. So I sharted on the kitchen floor just last month listening to you.
Wow. That's actually like beautiful. I kind of love that. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I think for other people that would seem like a bad review, but I think this is a very good review.
Not for this show.
I laughed
Yes.
and sharted on my floor. And, you know, and
Do you
then-
remember who
and
you
then
were
I cleaned it
laughing
up.
at?
I wish I could say. I mean, it was right around during that time. I know I was listening to. It could have been Monkey.
Oh.
I was listening to Monkey and Gorgeous and Gigi was like in that
Only
area.
because we had a guest
time.
on Bob that we asked him floor versus pants and he goes, what if I did both? And he was in his kitchen in loose boxers and he sharted and it was in his pants and on the floor.
Oh, I hadn't heard that one yet. Ooh.
It is. Yeah, it's a good one.
And so I was like, that was the hardest. I've laughed a lot on this show, but that was
yeah.
the
I
was
hardest I've
dying,
ever
like,
laughed.
laughing.
Is when he pants.
It was
him.
really
That is
funny.
bad.
And so it just
And
was
it's easy
funny.
to imagine. If it's bad enough, it could be
I mean,
pants
that
and
was
floor.
That part was hilarious, but the thing that had me going was he's like, I was making my breakfast scrambies.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I think that I just lost.
He's like, I was making egg scrambies.
Yeah, egg scrambies.
And I did both. But
And it
so
was-
that's why I just
If
think
you're
it'd
going
be
to call
funny.
them scrambies, I think you're asking
I mean,
for some kind of trouble.
He had
I'm not saying
scrambies.
I'm not saying you deserve pain, just some kind of trouble. I think you're messing with things.
Oh my God.
Scrambies.
But I just think it would be funny if you shit on your kitchen floor while listening to somebody
Yeah.
else who shit on his kitchen floor.
That would be, I mean, I was listening to stories about shitting for sure.
Oh my God.
You know, and I thought I was farting. Surprise.
I mean, like never trust a fart.
Yep.
Never trust a
Yeah.
fart. It will stab you in the back.
Yeah.
It will betray you.
Well, that gets harder. I mean, brace up. 'Cause
Yeah, no, I mean-
farting 50s is real.
Yeah.
Like, real. I do
Shit.
not think I was an especially
Great.
farty guy.
You
And
have 1 year
I
to
have
go.
1 year left, and then I'm in that club.
You know, whatever.
I mean,
Whatever.
it's gonna happen.
Again, long-term relationship is nice.
Yeah.
You know, like we know each
My
other's
wife
we've been-
farts all the time when she's sleeping.
Exactly.
It's like nonstop.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, and it drives me insane.
Well, you don't put the covers over your head when you sleep, do you?
No, I just like.
But
I mean,
still,
it
right.
depends.
It wakes you
Oh,
up.
Well,
I
because
don't.
as soon as I
don't.
hear it, I can't move because I'm like, oh my God, the second I move, I'm gonna hotbox myself. And then that
Really?
that-
See, I just, even in my sleep, I just sort of
Oh.
like wave the sheets. Let it go.
She
just
is-
let it go.
it is just it's. I mean, it hasn't happened in a while, but it does happen a lot.
Yeah.
Like so. I mean, whatever. It's
Yeah,
just
well,
like you've been
you know.
together for so long. It's just
Right.
like you just know.
Yeah. Well, we
Like-
met in our 30s, but we've been together 20 years.
Yeah.
And
Shit, I've been.
and
Yeah.
we have changed.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean-
we fart more. We just do.
Yeah.
And his mom talks about like sometimes it's like she's walking on a duck, just walking across the living room. And it's like, oh, okay. I've not had this conversation before.
Yeah. That's
Walking on a duck.
that's what's gonna happen.
Oh my
Oh
goodness.
my God, that's hilarious.
Yep.
Wait, so location, pants versus floor.
Well,
You
that's
get
what
to
I mean.
pick?
But I mean, I have experienced both. And I also
Okay.
once sharted it in my pants and I was meeting my first boyfriend.
Oh.
Came to visit me in New York. Like it was in college and he came and you know, whatever. We're fine. Like we ended when I moved to New York. It was totally amicable. Everything's fine. We moved on. We've written each other about boyfriends, blah, blah. But he was coming to see me. And you know, you want to like be kind of hot for your
Yeah,
first boyfriend.
exactly.
And he was there with his boyfriend. So I really wanted to be hot to his current boyfriend. And go,
Yeah.
oh, damn. You know, whatever. And we were like walking along. They were visiting New York. He's back in the Midwest. He never left. And, well, one reason why we definitely weren't going to stay together, the Maine. And so I was showing him around New York. And somewhere in like just walking and talking, like I farted and I'm like, well, we're outside, whatever. And it was a shart. And I was in hot pants.
Oh shit!
Tiny little black hot pants that looked
at least they
real
were
good
black.
on my ass. And a tight little, it was summer, a tight little shirt and everything like that. And it was like, ooh. So I actually just like continued, dealt with it, wrapped things up.
Oh my god!
Walked back home from like down around Battery Park or whatever, walked back to the East Village, and I felt another coming, and it happened, and I was like, double shards? What the hell? And
The opposite of a double rainbow.
yeah. I ducked into, that was when there was like Little India on East 6th Street. I ducked into, I'm so sorry, I love you, Rose of India. Rest in peace. I think it's gone. I ducked into Rose of India. I ordered like a mulligatawny soup or something or other. I went to the bathroom because I wasn't going to make it. I was not that many more blocks, but I was like, I can't. I'm in hot pants. It's going to.
Oh yeah!
Like your
Slide
friend,
down?
it's going to slide
Oh.
down.
Yes.
And it's like, what am I fucking going to do? So I just went to the bathroom and I tried like washing, and it's like they were trash. So I bundled them up. I tried rinsing them so it wasn't so foul. And I
God.
bundled them up and put them under some paper towels in the trash basket in the bathroom.
What did you wear when you left the bathroom?
Well, my hot pants, but underwear.
Oh,
Underwear,
the
yeah.
underwear. Now
but
I
I
get
like
it.
got rid of the underwear.
Oh,
I
yeah.
rinsed. Thank God
I thought
they're
it was
black.
the hot pants.
I rinsed the hot
Yeah, good thing they're
pants
black.
and they were okay. I think I worked it out. I sat there and had my mulligatawny soup stuck around long enough to see, is this over? Is it over? Is it over? It's over. Okay.
Oh, my
And I went
God.
home. But so I've done both.
Wow.
And I honestly need to know more. I need to know what pants, what floor. For a lot of my pants, I could let that happen, but some of them, no.
Yeah.
Give me the fucking floor.
I mean-
if it's tile,
Yes.
come on,
Yeah.
floor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Whatever.
It's very circumstantial, but yes, you have to like choose because it is, especially nowadays with cell phones. That's my whole thing. I don't want to be recorded doing that. So I'm just gonna take in the pants. I think, depending on where I am.
Oh, you're on a public floor.
I mean, if
Oh,
it was
that's
like,
different.
or like a subway.
You can literally pick any location.
Yeah.
You
I
can be
have-
in Prospect Park. You can be on the
Right.
subway. You could be during a show. You could be at home.
That has been since my early days. I moved to New York in 1988, the day of the Tompkins Square Park riot. I
Whoa.
moved to between
Oh, wow.
B and C. Right there. It was quite a welcoming party. And
Like,
I
hello.
think that first year I saw a junkie shitting on the sidewalk. That's the
Welcome to New
only
York.
time.
Wow.
Isn't that
Wow.
amazing?
I've seen a couple. I mean, I haven't seen someone shitting, but I've seen
I've seen what
I've
is
seen like someone
clearly
wiping
human
their
shit.
ass. I've seen
Yeah.
human shit everywhere.
I've seen
seen
someone
pissing.
getting ready, and I've been
Yeah.
like, right, moving on.
Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's just New York City. That's what it is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Life, all kinds of life.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And a little
so
death.
so I don't know. Is that a cop out? I'm just
No, no,
saying.
no, no.
Tile
You gave us-
floor.
Yes.
Not my favorite pants, and it's
Yeah.
a nice rug. Pants.
Outfits.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, that's also outfit choices. You're like, I want.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
mean,
I agree with you.
Clothes are
Bambi the mermaid.
important.
Bambi the mermaid. She shit in her favorite leather pants.
Yeah.
Maybe it was Bambi's stories that made me shart on the kitchen floor.
Oh, maybe.
Oh my God!
Maybe.
Her puppy pad and the pants and the
Yeah.
and the in the basement going down the. Oh my
She
God!
had a lot of.
all of it.
Bambi
All
was
of
like
it.
Bambi's a
Yeah.
giver.
Epic.
That
Yeah.
could have been yeah. It was
Bambi-
either that or his monkey's whole flooding.
Oh, yeah,
toilet.
yeah.
I don't know.
That was a good one
I
too.
don't know. It was
Oh my
yeah.
God.
It was in there. One of you made me shart.
Yeah.
He's looking at you, kids.
Yeah.
Do you have any other notes for us? Worst public toilet, I think, is
Oh,
heebie-jeebies.
Well,
Or is
you
there-
know, you would think, but I was brought to Chile to do the Santiago Burlesque Festival, and it was great, and they were wonderful. They're the ones who made me get on Instagram. Like Gorgeous and Peekaboo were like, "Come on, Tigger, come on!
Yeah,
you should
yeah.
be. Why aren't you in?" And I'm like, "Fuck that! I hate this
Yeah.
shit. I don't care. It's just a bunch of pictures. I'm more interested in like what someone has to say. I don't
Yeah,
need to see
in person.
endless." And I just thought it was all going to be duck face selfies, and it's a lot of them.
Oh, it's a lot of that.
And I'm not interested, and I really am not interested most times, unless it's gorgeous in somebody's plate of food, whatever. So and it just seemed like lots of that. And I was like, so what? But then they, were bringing me to Chili's and they asked me to, I'm like, okay, you're my boss. Yeah, fuck yeah. And now obviously once you're in, you're in. So, so I went there and I had this like one real good day off. And they're like, what would you like to do? And I was like, oh, well, a good friend of mine is married to a man from Chile. And he was telling me about Valparaiso, but, Valparaiso. And in like this beautiful coastal town. And they're like, great, we'll do it. So it was like both of my producers and the boyfriend of one of them, or like whatever. And it was a bunch of us in a car and we're driving and everything took longer than they thought and whatever. It was fine. But it was like, saw this lovely place I'll probably never see again. We went to this like fabulous market, this restaurant. And I was like, oh, I'm at this seaside town in Chile. I'm going to have ceviche. It's going to be awesome. It wasn't. Oh. But then one of the producers, my friend Maka, she gave me some of her food because she knew me and I'm an eater. And she was fine. And I was like, yeah, because hers was delicious. I mean, I'm sure it was good. I just had a bum choice or bum batch or something. Oh. And then we're traveling. And it's hitting me. Ooh. And I was like, so is there like a bathroom? And we're in the car and we're like going to be heading out of Valparaiso. And it's a long drive back to Santiago. And I was like, and they're like, oh yeah, there's a place here. So they pulled up to this public place and I go to the bathroom, shit. Like, like a whatever, a lot. And pretty number 6-ish. And then I look around and I'm like, where's the toilet paper? Oh, no. It's not there. You go to a woman who hands you something, like you buy. Oh, I might be remembering this wrong. It's like chump change, but you like give for your toilet. And I didn't know that. I just made a fucking beeline.
Yeah, of course.
It was an emergency, and I was not gonna mess up these pants and whatever. And so I had to reach into the wastebasket. No, for some previously. And something that looked kind of clean and try to wipe it clean enough to pull my pants back up and run back out and buy some and then come back and properly clean. And it was just disgusting and humiliating and as nasty as CB's was.
Oh, God, please, no.
Yeah. I mean, at CB's, I knew what I was in for. I saw the toilet paper and I hovered. I was fine. That was just that moment of like having to like, and it was like, it's where people put, and it was just
God.
Like,
that is awful. That is,
yeah.
I'm so sorry that happened to you.
That was rough.
Okay, that's pretty bad.
That was my worst toilet experience. Oh, and
that's pretty bad.
What else? Oh, and I had a near miss.
Oh,
a near miss at Slipper Room. Oh. And I mean, but for anyone who doesn't know, Slipper Room is like major, like a cradle of burlesque and everything like that, and our home workshop, whatever. But the bathroom, like, you don't shit there.
Not the one in the stage, the stage. Yeah.
The dressing room.
Yeah.
The fucking dressing room toilet that's right there. They remodeled that whole thing, expanded it beautifully, and the dressing room actually got smaller because there used to be the toilet off of there. Anyway, and now it's all in that same space. Well, anyway, it's just so there. No one. Like, pee all the time. Whatever, that's fine. We can all handle it. No one poops there. You just don't.
We've heard of a couple of people who have.
Well, if you can help it.
Yes.
You don't. I mean, etiquette is...
Yes.
Please don't.
Yes.
If you can help it. So I was doing a benefit for Gays Against Guns, a benefit show at Slipper Room. And I was doing my Emperor's New Striptease, in which like the fans and the gown, everything is mimed. I'm nude. There is nothing to cover any mishap. There is nothing between my butthole and the stage if something happens. And I'd grabbed a banh mi and something was off. It was like food poisoning. Ooh. Like I felt it. It was like it was that's dire. Horrible. But if you don't back out of a fucking benefit for Gays Against Guns, like I'm not going to back out, but I'm there, and it's like, what am I
sorry,
going to
do? Guys, I'm done.
But like I ran up.
You're like, I have a new act with Depends.
Yeah. And, they have the music and whatever. So I like ran upstairs to the bathroom and then came down and I was like, okay, ooh, and I'm okay. And I was there in the dressing room and it was just me with Lady Rizzo and animatronic. And they're awesome. They're great women, but it's safe to say they live a fancier life than I do. And I think they do not often have to deal with their friend shitting in front of them. I mean, I don't like that. And they do some fancy stuff. So we're like talking and I let them know, like, by the way,
I gotta take a shit.
I think I've got some food poisoning. So I'm going to do my damnedest that you do not have to know it, but you need to know something might happen. And once you're on, like, I can't like wait for the curtain to close, run around, go back through the audience, upstairs, around to the bathroom, come back before I'm on. There aren't that many of us.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like, I got to be there.
Yeah.
So there was a time when they were riffing on stage and it was like, Rizzo had performed and animatronic was hosting or something. And they were bantering and I'm like, oh, this is going to go for a while. And I would been clenching for all my might. And I just like let go a chord or whatever of number 7.
Oh.
And yeah. And like took care of everything, cleaned it all up. By the time they came back, I was fine. I performed. Everything was all right. But that was the closest I came to thinking, oh my God, am I going to shit on stage? Anyway.
Thank God you
That's
didn't.
awesome.
Just shit super close to the stage.
In a toilet.
In the toilet.
The way Jesus wanted.
Well, looping back, I mean, sorry. Do you have any other stories? Because this kind of loops into my shitty choice, actually.
Oh, we're going straight into shitty choices?
I don't think so.
No.
I think that's, I don't know.
No, please.
That was just a backup.
Do not. I was just thinking, because like when you mentioned, we were talking about the subway, shitting, and then I kind of was like, plus I'm a little drunk. So.
Yay!
Yeah.
So
Happy
that's the beauty of
birthday.
giving up booze. It makes you a cheap drunk.
I'm very cheap drunk
Good
right
job.
now. I did not mean to hijack that, but I kept thinking about,
Please.
this is...
I'm
Wait,
good.
are we going into the first shitty choice?
Yeah.
No, but whatever we want to...
I hit my notes. I'm good.
Well, I just have to pee really
Oh,
bad.
yeah, go pee.
Hold that thought.
All right, so
My bladder.
here we go. We're going to get into our segment, which we call Shitty Choices.
Yes.
And you have 2 questions, or two scenarios, I should say.
Okay.
1, get shit on by a stranger on the subway.
Oh.
Or help a sick subway passenger covered in shit.
I would rather help the sick subway passenger covered in shit. That's gross, but at least I would feel good in some way.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a double awful, the other one.
It's
you know what I
horrible.
mean?
Could you imagine getting shit on a sub? I would be like, I would lose. That would fuck me up. I'd have to see a shrink or something.
Yeah.
Like that would mess me up. For
No,
a while.
I would help. Yeah. I
Yeah.
would like to think I would do that anyway, and I would never volunteer to be shit on by a stranger on the subway.
I think that's what it boils down to is choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like one is a
Oh,
choice.
true. But also one is actually doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
One
I
you
mean,
get to, like,
they need help.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, I'm talking like covered in, not
I
just
get
like,
it. I get it.
Not,
It's
not like, oh, I shit my pants. I
I'm
mean,
not
like,
thinking,
No, I
those
mean,
are
like-
stained.
But that's why it's a good
like you
shitty
kind of do that.
choice.
You do that retch where you're like, oh, like,
Yeah.
oh, like that.
Yeah,
that sort of thing.
I'm not saying I'm going to like cradle them in my arms.
Yeah. You're like, okay,
If I don't
over
have
here.
to, but I mean, I'll hold like
Oh,
their arm,
woo.
like I'll help and
Yeah, I'm
wash
with-
my hands. If I can keep it to my hands,
Yes.
Yeah.
that would be nice.
I'm gonna go with help the person as well, because like
Yes.
getting shit on would just be
No.
just
Yeah, because that's
No.
not a choice.
no, it's not a
no,
choice.
and
That's a
it's
violation.
psychologically, yeah,
Yes.
that's no,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we're all in agreement. That was an easy one, but I mean, it could be like, and again, like it could be like diarrhea shit, like someone shitting on you, or just a little nugget, like a little
Nope.
nugget versus touching someone that's covered in shit. I don't know. Maybe I would take that, but
No.
I'm gonna go with helping someone because you're helping someone.
Yeah, and you don't know with shit.
don't know.
You don't know. You don't know what it's going to be till it happens.
Oh, exactly. It most likely when someone's shitting like that, it's not like a log.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, if someone's going to shit on you, there probably isn't going to be a
It's
tiny
liquidy.
little nugget.
it's liquidy, like
Not our
death.
friend born without a butthole.
True.
Yeah, that's an episode to listen to.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's so much.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
check
he
that
now
one
has
out,
a
guys.
man-made butthole, and so poops just drop out, and
Elliot.
they're like, yeah, solid.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Which we have
and
to
he's
do
a
a
bottom too.
Yeah.
He's like, I got like, so he's like,
Well, he's
it's a whole.
pansexual.
He's a bottom, and he's got a man-made.
Yeah.
Like, can he have it like customized? Because I
don't-
don't
Well,
know.
he just
What would you
he
do to your
did
butthole
get-
to make it better to fuck?
Yeah.
We need to do a follow-up because
We
he got
do.
Exonics.
He did. We did.
Yeah,
we
he
did a
now
follow-up with that.
has like a bionic butthole.
Yeah. He's a $1 million man.
Wow.
Yeah. He's like $1 million man.
I mean,
million
that's
dollar
like.
butthole.
I mean, if he's
Thanks
getting
to
into
this
sex
show.
work, I mean.
Yeah. I mean, it's.
I don't
he's
know.
all- he's all
Let me
good.
know. My husband's birthday's coming up. Maybe we both. I don't know. Who knows?
He's just a fancy bartender, but he's is pansexual. So, yeah, he does like bottoming. He likes women. He likes
Yeah.
everything.
He likes everything.
I mean, honestly, a lot of things. Once you try them,
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
well, yeah, that works.
Oh my god, it's hilarious. Okay. This is a hard segue into the news.
Wait, did you have a story? I thought there was something you were going. Oh, it was this.
Oh no, that was the
Okay, that was that.
choice
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Now we're going into the actual news.
All right.
Okay, so this comes from Cleveland.com. So you know it's going to be good. Akron man whose photograph caught serial pooper suspect. You mess with the wrong guy.
Whoa!
Quote unquote. So there was a serial shitter. This is 2012 was happening in Akron, Ohio. This guy
Was this the guy shitting on the football field?
no,
know
this
about
guy
that
was
one?
no, that.
Okay,
This guy was
it's
shitting on
different.
this guy was shitting on cars.
What?
Wow.
So an Akron man had set up a camera to find out who had defecated on 7 different times at his daughter's car. Got the perfect shot on Tuesday.
Wait.
Well,
7 times on one
Yeah.
car.
The same car.
yeah.
Wow.
So the guy that set this up thought it was because his daughter was getting divorced. There was some kind of malicious thing. They thought there were kids spreading dog shit. So he set up his camera setup. Actually, Akron police had said the man had pooped at least 19 other times on Kenmore, Ohio resident cars since 2012.
Wow.
Several residents believe
He's a
that
serial shitter.
yes, he is. Several of those residents said that they believe that they were targeted by an unknown tormentor, clearly. So the photographer in question set this whole thing with all these cameras and had taken a photo every 12 seconds throughout the night for about 2 weeks. So it took 30,000 photos.
Wow.
All came up empty except for like 4:15 a.m. And they caught this dude shitting on his daughter's car. And they quote, "He messed with the wrong guy," the man said during an interview on his driveway on Wednesday. Oh my God, it's so great. So this guy didn't give his name because he thought this guy's clearly fucking insane. And it turns out they thought it would be like someone they knew in the neighborhood. It's a total stranger. They have no
Wow.
idea the guy's still on the loose. The cops have not found
What?
him. Yeah.
He totally has this ID photo, but they just
Mm-hmm.
haven't
But
we-
the fact that he's done it so many times is
Yeah.
not like
for 9 years.
Yes. We got a sicko on our hands, and I was determined at that point to catch him. So yeah, this guy, I mean, this article was on Cleveland.com 2021. I have no idea. Sorry, this is updated on 2019. So this thing was published on 2015. So this guy's been shitting all over the place.
I mean, at a certain point, it's like, well, what time is he doing? Is there a regular time he shits on cars? You'd think over 9 years you'd narrow it down.
this
a
guy
little.
is a psycho.
Well, yeah.
So they literally thought it was because of a divorce.
Sure.
Neighborhood kids putting, like I said
Right.
before, dog feces in the car. Nope. And when they got the shot, this guy's face, I mean, we'll post on the thing. You can't really tell this my bad printout right now, but this guy is like ass out, got his like hat on, shitting on top of a car.
Wow.
Yeah. Psycho.
Wow.
Just nuts.
I mean,
Stranger too.
I don't know,
No one
with that-
recognized him
yeah,
in the neighborhood.
With that, I think gross, but I think that would be a kind of relief. Because
I mean,
my
I
first
guess.
thought would be like, someone really hates me.
Yeah.
And if they did it 7 times,
Yeah, more. I mean, he's
the car I
and you
don't
know
have?
he's going to different
Wow.
neighborhoods too. So it's just like there's.
And
it's
what
nuts.
town is this in?
This was
Akron.
it's in Akron, Ohio, but this is I guess
Where
a
my
suburb
sister
called
was born.
Kenmore.
Oh.
But yeah, in that area of Akron, Ohio.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
7 times the same car. Come on, how could you not think?
Yeah. And he was
like
doing-
someone despises
And he's doing
me.
it
They
4:30
want me to suffer.
4:15 a.m. Total stranger. That's even crazier to me. Which is good you don't put your name out there, but I mean that's just
No, but also the fact that he's a total stranger. Like, what is he doing that he keeps wanting to shit on this one car?
Yeah.
who knows?
Yeah, what about that car?
Yeah. Like, why not shit behind a bush?
Well, yeah, why on a car at all?
Yeah.
But if he's done it to cars for 9 years, why did he keep coming back? Are there other people that were like repeatedly targeted by the serial shitter?
I mean, I can only imagine if he's doing it there, he's doing it in other neighborhoods all over the place. So this guy's probably like just, dropping bombs everywhere. Wow. It's disgusting. And he's definitely crazy. It's like, clearly.
Yeah.
Woo. Wow. That story shook me a little bit.
Yeah.
And well, with that,
Too much bourbon,
Yeah.
too?
I
Too much
get
bourbon.
mad if someone puts trash in my bike basket.
yeah.
I
Yes.
can't even, and I once came up as a guy was doing it.
You're like, excuse me.
And I even said, that's like me shitting in your car, which, okay, I was exaggerating. But lo and
I mean,
behold, someone does that.
This Ohio guy definitely loves doing that. Oh my God. Well, with that insane and disgusting story, Tigger, thank you so much for being on our show.
Thank
It
you.
was a delight to have you here. You were amazing.
Yay.
And please plug away, like promote anything that you got going on for our audience, whatever you got. Let us know.
Yeah, gosh. I mean, burlesquing around, but the big main thing I'm working on, I'm an associate artist with this theater company, Target Margin Theater, and we've been working for years on creating little plays based on 1001 Nights, the Arabian Nights.
Cool.
And we're going to present a 9-hour or so production of the whole shebang or whatever we do in April, May,
Cool.
called We Will Care For You at Target Margin Theater in Sunset Park.
Excellent. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Go check that out, everybody.
And
Support.
we will plug your socials in the if
sure.
you want to in the notes, and you'll have more information on there.
Sure, yeah. I'll definitely put stuff there, and other stripper gigs and all that stuff
Perfect.
like that at Tiggerlesque or Tigger James or whatever.
Amazing.
Yay.
Well, thank you again for being on the show.
Thank you and happy birthday!
Thank you.
Dave.
Thank you. Okay, here we go. Hold on. Here we go. And I'll just, as this is playing, thank you to the audience listening. Thank you for laughing and learning everything but.
Play
And
us
happy-
out, Dave.
And happy pooping, everybody, and enjoy your butthole.
Yes.
I do.
For more info, go to heypoopypodcast.com or email us at heypoopypodcast@gmail.com. You can send in show ideas, guest requests. Check us out on Twitter at heypoopy, Instagram at heypoopypodcast, TikTok, heypoopypodcast, and our awesome new Facebook fan page. Go check it out at heypoopypodcast. We're also on Discord at heypoopydumps, or you can contact us at our new awesome hotline, 203-998-5579.
Hey Poopy Podcast is brought to you by Perfect for Entertainment. Produced by Dave and Ellen. Edited by Dave. Executive producer Stormy Leather. Theme song by Jordan Perlson. Hey Poopy!